Yeah. I need the money. Nasty percent.
Like one of the things we were talking about was how a lot of times artists get charged.
Yes.
And how unethical that is. So just elaborate on what you were saying about your show.
I am aware of other stations and blogs, hip hop blogs, or I don't know. I'm only talking about hip hop right now, so I don't know about any genre of music. But I do know that other sites and stations do charge artists to have their music played or posted, and that's something that I don't believe in, because I don't believe in making money off of you. If I'm going to make money, it's going to be off of sponsorship, ads, and merchandise. That's how I see it. And with that said, I did come out with a t-shirt line, and my first t-shirt, it says the slogan is "Pay dues, not payola."
I saw that on your Twitter background.
Yes, that's my t-shirt. So pay dues, not payola. And a lot of people don't know what payola is, and it's existed like back when Elvis came out.
Mm-hmm.
Payola basically is you pay the radio station to have your music played, and this is the reason why if you put on the radio, you listen to the same 7 songs all day, every day. When you turn it on, it's the same song you left off with. So pay dues, not payola, and that's what payola is.
Exactly. I'm so glad you brought that up, because just to expand on that, think about it this way: if you're an artist, why are you paying someone who's supposed to be a tastemaker to put your stuff out there? If we're calling ourselves tastemakers, that means we study the culture and we have an ear for what the masses might like, or what has that mass appeal. No pun intended, the GangStarr. But anyway, but seriously, you're not a tastemaker if you're taking money from an artist. You're supposed to be that one that can make that decision. Not saying that we think for everybody, but we study culture. We know, we understand certain factors that might make for good audible treats. So again, if you're paying people to blast your music, they're not tastemakers. Sorry.
And yes, I know you guys are really trying and grinding to get on that most popular site, and you really are trying to have your music well known and this, that, and the third. But I mean, there are people like us that do exist that don't charge artists for that, and it really is unfortunate that happens. But we are actual music lovers, so we do this for the love of hip hop music.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually do take the time out, and I do listen to every single song that is in my inbox. So I'm not playing any games with this. So
Word. Just going back to us, we're both females in
Yes.
hip hop. What do you think are, I guess I always ask every female rapper this question, because it seems like the $1 million question is, where are all the female rappers? And I'm I see one right there, I see one right there, I see one right there. But what's your answer to that question?
Because hip hop music is a male dominated, it seems like it's always been male dominated since the beginning of time, or since it started. So we've always had those 1 or 2, 3 or 4 female MCs. So it really the ratio of a female MC and a male MC is definitely, there's a huge difference, and that is why women in hip hop are looked upon differently, because of the male domination. And it's unfortunate, but females do exist. Some just aren't outspoken enough, or some just sit back and listen to the music, and some just prefer to want to be like how we are, promoting the music, or some actually want to be on the mic.
Right.
But being a person that's always involved in underground music, there are a few, not a lot, there are a few MCs there, but they do exist, and it's unfortunate that people always have to have that light shed on us, oh, we don't exist, there's not many of us, but there's enough.
Right.
And that's the bottom line. There's enough females in hip hop, so get over it. Stop crying.
Exactly.
When I got into J Dilla, he had actually just passed away, and no, actually it was the year before he passed away. Mm-hmm. And I was living in Florida, and where I was living in Florida, the hip hop scene is
it was all about booty bang.
Yeah. And I've always been the type of girl in hip hop to look out, look for music. So when I found J Dilla music, I was how can I say? Because his music has always existed, but I didn't know he made beats, and
Right.
you know, it was that kind of founding for me. So when I knew it was him, I was searching, and I'm thinking I'm the only one that knows about him until I moved to New York and I start my Twitter page last year, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like I never thought in a million years. Yeah, I never thought in a million years that, you know, J Dilla had like this big, huge following. But like I said, I was in my own world in a small town where hip hop doesn't exist, and so I don't know. I put myself onto hip hop, so, and I've always been a hip hop head. So me looking, you know, like I've always been a Tribe head. I've always been a De La head. I've actually had to like teach myself, learn about these groups, you know, and luckily I had the internet. So thank you, internet, for existing in my life. You know,
it's a gift and a curse.
It really
We're
is.
using it for good, though.
Yes, we are. So yes, no, but yes, shout out to J Dilla. Shout out to the Yancey family and the J Dilla Foundation organization. And everyone that has love for J Dilla and is not using his name in an ill way, you know, and is not making money off of him. So, because that's something I'm not doing. So I hope you guys aren't if you're watching this.
All right, well, that was pretty much it. But again, make sure you vote for I Heart Dilla. Yes. Black Weblog Awards, Best Music Blog. Y'all got to get tired of seeing the same stuff on all these blogs, right? She's coming with something fresh.
I don't copy paste. I don't try to do what other blogs do. So
original content, original interviews.
Even if you go on my site, my layout is definitely not like others. So
thank you.
It's something fresh and new.
And that's why you should vote for I Heart Dilla. Yes. Best Music Blog.